Boost Mobile is now owned by Dish, and they've started to introduce some new plans. On July 2nd, they introduced the $35 Shrink It plan, and more recently, they've announced new plans starting as low as $10 per month for new customers. In this video, I'm explaining everything you need to know about Boost Mobile's new plans. I chatted with a support agent over the phone, on Facebook, and on their Twitter page to get all of your most important questions answered. You can also find links to all of the plans I talk about in this video description, and you can check out my website bestphoneplans.net, where there's a pretty detailed breakdown of each of the plans and what specific features they include. Now, without further ado, let's dive in to Boost Mobile's plans. This is everything you need to know. Previously, Boost Mobile offered 4 plans: $35 for 3 gigs, $50 for unlimited data with 12 gigs of hotspot data, $60 for unlimited data with 30 gigs of hotspot data, and they also had an $80 plan. The $80 plan has since been discontinued, so I won't be talking about it in this video. Now, these plans were on the nationwide network, which used Sprint for coverage. And Boost Mobile continues to offer plans on the Sprint network, but the plans have changed. So here are the new ones. You can see the $50 and $60 plans are now limited to 35 gigabytes. You have 35 gigs of high-speed LTE data, and then your data speeds are slowed to 2G, which is around 128 kilobits per second. Now, the reason Boost Mobile is no longer able to offer true unlimited data plans is because they are no longer owned by Sprint. Previously, when Boost was owned by Sprint, they had full access to the network, and they could offer true unlimited data plans even if the data was deprioritized. Now, because of the Sprint T-Mobile merger, Boost is owned by Dish, and as Jeff Moore says from Wave 7 Research, this is a logical consequence of not owning the network and paying T-Mobile by the gigabyte for usage of the network. So basically, Dish now has to pay T-Mobile, which owns and operates the T-Mobile and Sprint networks, per gigabyte of data usage that the Boost Mobile customers are using. Hence, why Boost Mobile's plans are now capped at 35 gigs of high-speed data before switching to unlimited data at 2G speeds. The $35 3 gig plan remains largely unchanged, but Boost did just introduce a new promotional plan where you get 6 gigs of data for $35 a month, available at select Walmart locations. All of these plans support a wide selection of features, including a visual voicemail add-on, group and picture messaging, Wi-Fi calling, 50 minutes of domestic voice roaming, and the option to add international calling. Unfortunately, with these plans, voice over LTE, international data, and 5G access is not supported. And the reason 5G isn't supported is quite simply because T-Mobile shut down Sprint's 5G network, so they could merge that network with the T-Mobile 5G network instead. So no 5G if you're using the nationwide network on Boost Mobile. These plans also have a few key differences in the features they include. The primary differences between the $50 and $60 plans are in the included hotspot data and the streaming quality. So the 50 gig plan has 12 gigs of hotspot data and offers 480p video streaming, 500 kilobit per second music streaming, and up to 2 megabit per second game streaming. Whereas the $60 plan upgrades this to 30 gigs of hotspot data, up to 1080p HD video streaming, 1.5 megabits per second for music streaming, and up to 8 megabits per second for gaming. Boost Mobile does offer an HD video pass if you were on the $50 plan and wanted to upgrade your video streaming quality to HD. However, because that price would then be the same as the $60 plan and you'd be missing out on the 30 gigs of included hotspot data, I would say just either go for the $50 plan and be fine with standard definition video streaming, or opt for the $60 plan so you can take advantage of both high-def streaming and the extra hotspot data. With the $35 plans, the hotspot is included and simply deducts from the included 3 or 6 gigs of high-speed data, and video streams up to 480p. Now, an interesting note about video streaming quality. On Boost Mobile's website, it says video streams up to 480p+, and when I asked a Facebook chat agent about this, I was told that this meant the plans could stream video at 480p resolution or higher. I also found a support article from 2017 where a Boost Mobile customer was able to stream HD video on a plan that didn't specifically support it. And after reading through the support article, my current understanding is that Boost Mobile will optimize video streaming for 480p on all of the lower cost plans. This means if you were to stream a 480p video, it would stream perfectly fine without buffering. Now, my current understanding is that these lower cost plans could stream at higher quality, but the bitrate may be limited, and as a result, the video streaming may buffer. Whereas with the $60 plan, I believe that limitation has been removed, and the plan should stream HD video without buffering just fine. If you're a current Boost Mobile customer, please let me know with a comment down below what quality video you're able to stream at. I'm genuinely curious. I felt like I got different answers from different chat representatives here, and this should be something that's fairly straightforward. So those are the 4 plans available on the nationwide network from Boost Mobile using Sprint for coverage. Now, because of the merger, Boost Mobile is now able to offer plans on the T-Mobile network as well. They call this network their expanded network, and they introduced 2 new plans. They have a $35 10 gig plan and a $45 15 gig plan. The $35 10 gig plan is capped at 10 gigabytes, so there is no unlimited 2G data, but it does support the personal hotspot. The $45 15 gig plan, interestingly, does include unlimited 2G data, and it also supports the personal hotspot. There are a few feature differences between the Sprint network and the T-Mobile network. On T-Mobile, you get visual voicemail, MMS, you get voice over LTE this time, and unfortunately, no support for Wi-Fi calling. You get the same 50 minutes of domestic voice roaming, you have the same international calling add-ons, and you also now get access to T-Mobile's 5G network. One thing I do want to touch on here is visual voicemail. When I asked a Boost chat representative about it, they said visual voicemail would be supported depending on your phone and model. However, I think it's a little confusing because on the Sprint network, Boost Mobile specifically uses their own voicemail application and charges you a plan add-on in order to enable visual voicemail. Here on the T-Mobile network, it sounded like visual voicemail should be supported. However, I'm still a little skeptical. I'm not exactly sure. I would almost expect visual voicemail to not work and then hope for the best when you sign up. The other feature I want to touch on is the international calling options. Now you can find all the details on Boost Mobile's website. The one thing I specifically wanted to mention is there is an option to get international data roaming, but only to Mexico. So international data roaming isn't available for any other countries, but there are plenty of options for making international calls, and again, getting that international data roaming in Mexico. As you'd expect, these plans continue to offer the same differences as before, so you get hotspot support and standard definition streaming on the $35, $45, and $50 plans with 12 gigs of dedicated hotspot data on that $50 plan. And then with the $60 plan, you're getting 30 gigs of high-speed hotspot data along with full support for HD video streaming. One plan I want to give a special shout out to is Boost Mobile's $45 15 gig plan. This is actually what they're calling the Shrink It plan because after 6 on-time payments, your bill shrinks to just $35 a month. The way this works is after you make 3 on-time payments, you get $5 of credit towards your bill, and then after 3 more on-time payments, you get an additional $5 off your bill for a total of $10 in savings and a $35 per month price point. This is especially great because Boost Mobile includes all taxes and fees in the cost of their plans, so the $45 Shrink It plan at the $35 value really becomes an excellent option for both new and existing customers. Now, the other thing to note is if you're on this plan and you switch out of it and then switch back to it, or if you're an existing Boost Mobile customer and you switch to this plan, it will reset the number of on-time payments you have made. So the only on-time payments that count in order to get the discount are the on-time payments you make when you are currently actively signed up for this plan. But still, it's a great discount, and it only takes 6 months to get the best value with this plan as opposed to the 10 months you need to get the Verizon loyalty discount. So it is nice. Carriers are exploring new discount options, encouraging customer loyalty, and offering a pretty nice discount. Those are Boost Mobile's 4 options currently available on the expanded network for both new and existing Boost Mobile customers. However, they also introduced 3 new plans only available for new customers who sign up in store. You have the $10 1 gig plan, the $15 2 gig plan, and the $25 5 gig plan. All the same features we've talked about are available for these plans. However, you'll notice there is no unlimited 2G data. That means these plans do have a hard data limit, and once you've consumed your allotted high-speed data, your cellular data will be shut off for the remainder of your billing cycle. Now that said, these plans are interestingly eligible for Boost Mobile's Data Pass add-ons. You can purchase 1 gig of data for $5 per month or 2 gigs of data for $10 per month. And what's especially nice is you can make it so these data add-ons renew every month with your plan. Now, as I mentioned, these plans are only available for new customers, so if you sign up for one of these plans, you will not be eligible to switch to either of these options. You will only be able to choose from the $35 plans and up with Boost Mobile. And I will say, while it's nice Boost Mobile offers that new customer loyalty discount with their Shrink It plan, it is disappointing that these amazingly affordable options aren't available for existing Boost Mobile customers. Now, there are a few more things to know about these specific plans, so let's go through them. First, as I mentioned, the $10 and $15 plans say they are for new in-store customers only, and the $25 plan only says it's for new customers only, and you don't necessarily need to go to a store, but then you actually do need to go to a store to pick up the new T-Mobile SIM card. In fact, all customers looking to get activated on the expanded network will need to go to a physical Boost Mobile store to get that expanded network compatible SIM card. If you do go to a store to sign up, you can expect to pay a $25 activation fee and $9.99 for a SIM card. If you choose to purchase a Boost Mobile device at the store, it is possible that device will include a SIM card and therefore you wouldn't need to buy one. But otherwise, that is what I would expect for signing up for new service on Boost. If you're an existing Boost Mobile customer and you'd like to switch to the expanded network, any customer can switch to the $35, $45, $50, or $60 plans on the expanded network. All you have to do is go to a Boost Mobile store to get the new T-Mobile compatible SIM card. Those are Boost Mobile's new nationwide and expanded network plans. Again, you can find more information in the video description, including links to all of the plan features, what available add-ons they have, and more. Visit my website, bestphoneplans.net. You can see the card right there to easily compare plans, prices, and features. Click the like button if you found this video helpful. Subscribe for more videos like this one. I'm Stetson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.